After finally finishing Generator Rex around this time last year, it's constantly been on my mind. It did a great job of balancing an intriguing plot with its true identity of being a boys action cartoon made to sell toys. How'd that go for him? Where this mixture of elements shine the most is in the super serious, ultra mysterious, glorified babysitter, Agent 6.
This is going to be so great, 6.
Throughout the 3 seasons, we see his journey of becoming a less reserved man thanks to his relationships with Rex and Dr. Holiday. Instead of being a perennial lone wolf mercenary that only cares about the mission, his found family gave him a new perspective on how and why he does what he does. Now being more than just a corporate killer, 6 will do anything to save not only the world but the people that make it so special. So today, that's why I'm gonna chronicle and discuss the entire story of Agent 6.
And Agent 6 is extra. Whatever. Don't miss Generator Rex Saturday Rextra this Saturday 9 a.m. on Cartoon Network.
Little is known about 6's life before joining Providence, but at some point he's described as having nothing.
No phone call, no nothing.
Presumably homeless, he's taken in and trained by someone called One, the most dangerous man on the planet. Here is when he gained his sick abilities and his stoic mission-first mentality. This then leads him to becoming the 6th most dangerous man in the world, donning the pseudonym 6 and joining the 6, a group of, you guessed it, the 6 most dangerous people on the planet. By what metric, I couldn't fucking tell you, but I'm not gonna question people that look like this, okay? They won't stay together forever, unfortunately. Now, we don't know exactly what happened, but they're all still bitter about some Malaysia job, and that seems to be when the group split.
It's settled in. I'm going to Malaysia.
They don't look like the best of friends anyways, but hey, the job could have just been that bad that it boiled any good blood between them. Sometime after is when 6 meets and teams with White Knight, becoming mercenary partners. They're like boyfriends. That's basically all he is for an indiscriminate amount of time. A hired gun with the moral compass of Patrick trying to find buried treasure.
East? I thought you said West.
Weast.
That is until that fateful day, the nanite event. While not involved in any direct way, this affected his life so deeply he became a better version of himself to help the entire world. Shortly after everyone was infused with nanite, 6's mentor, One, turned into an Evo. It broke 6's heart to see the man who took him in and helped him become the man he is today turn into some raging beast.
You know, you got a raging hard on for me.
Assumingly, this is what made him take the step to join Providence. If he can help them save the world, he can save his master, who's still semi-conscious because he's the GOAT apparently? While working at Providence, his attitude towards his work slowly starts to shift. After meeting Dr. Holiday and listening to her theory on Evos, he wants to help find a cure through live research, not their current kill or contain protocol. White, on the other hand, doesn't believe it, stating her bleeding heart is going to get them all killed, but 6 is willing to hear her out for the sake of his mentor. Soon after, 6 and White get their craziest assignment yet.
Hey, nothing sounds crazy anymore.
Out in Mexico, there's this giant mechanical Evo wrecking everything. Ooh. 6 manages to take it down but gets lost in an explosion. He finds a young boy in some rubble. It was Rex. It was Rex, okay? After seeing Rex cure an Evo, something never done until now, 6 sees the perfect opportunity to help the world and impress the good doctor, but who's counting, right? 6 shows Dr. Holiday, who can't believe her eyes.
I can't believe it.
They agree to work with him off the book since some people wouldn't like working with an Evo. Once White finds out through hard-hitting detective work,
Did you think I couldn't get Holiday to talk?
he takes matters into his own hands and decides to fry the kid to save 6's job.
What?
I'm not getting too deep into the douchebaggery that is White Knight right now, so long story short. The nanite purging process is about to start. They fight, Holiday saves Rex, White saves 6, Rex saves White but retroactively strips him of all his nanites, turning him into the bleached blonde babe that we know today. Due to his new pure white status, White has risen to the director of Providence. Fancy pants ass. White begrudgingly allows 6 to train Rex to become the cure the world needs, finally leading us to the actual show in 6's first appearance, episode 1, the day that everything changed.
6 is like a nanny, just more aggro.
Hysterical.
This is a great introduction to Agent 6 because you're able to get a general understanding of who he is as a character and the role he plays in the story, specifically how he interacts with Rex and Dr. Holiday. From his very first bit of screen time, 6 is where he usually is, supporting Rex in the field while communicating some mission stuff to Doc.
Keep an eye on him.
It's what I live for, Dr. Holiday.
Aww. Even down to the timing, we don't even see him until after we see Rex, showing where he is in the story. He's a supporting character to Rex. While Rex is boasting about how cool he is and showing off his powers, 6 is in his ear keeping him on track.
Don't mess around, kid. Focus.
Giving him the opportunity to do the work on his own, and only once his nanites malfunctions does 6 come in and clean up his mess, thus allowing Rex to cure the Evo.
Handshakes work too, naked man.
His major arc or theme or whatever is 6 trying to understand that with Rex being a teenager, he needs a certain type of care he's not prepared to give. Couple that with him having superpowers and given the responsibility to save the world since like day one, it's gonna take a lot more than 6's control your emotions and finish the mission mentality to make Rex into a world-saving teenager. Since it's the first episode, they lay it on a little thick, I'd say, but it's necessary to get the audience accustomed to their dynamic. After a smooth mission, 6 does want Rex to improve, but his mercenary brain can't grasp what's wrong with him.
Firmly grasp it!
Holiday then explains how he needs to be treated like a teenage boy and not a weapon. Kinda obvious, but it's something that White Knight might never understand, and 6 is starting to. After saving Rex from Van Kleist, it's a whole thing, go watch the episode, 6 and Holiday gift him a new room and some assurance that he'll be more than a walking Evo medpack.
I need healing.
From this point on, 6 tries his hardest to be supportive of Rex in every aspect, namely when it comes to his past. 6 encourages Rex to find the answers he's looking for, but also wants to make sure he's okay with the unfortunate real possibility of utter disappointment.
Answers about your past. Sometimes knowing the truth can be worse than not knowing at all.
6 truly wants the best for Rex no matter the outcome, so he's trying to temper his expectations for his own good. Is that the best strategy? I don't know, but he's trying to figure it out.
I just don't want you to be disappointed.
The rest of the season is more or less the same for 6. Rex is upset about his past or provenance or probably both, and 6 has to offer guidance while trying to understand the intricacies of raising a 15-year-old and help save the day at the same time. I'm not going to include every instance, but here are some of my favorites. In the episode The Architect, Rex leaves Providence after finding out Noah, his only friend, was a plant by White to keep an eye on him. Once 6 finds his location, instead of rushing him back home and reprimanding him, 6 gives him the opportunity to stay. More about that in my previous video. You know, if you want to see some more, I'm not going to give you the whole, go watch the video. In the episode Rabble, while he and Rex are in Hong Kong, Rex has to confront people and events he doesn't remember, which gets him into some trouble. To assist him in the future, 6 gives Rex a diary to keep track of his life in the event he happens to lose his memory again. In Promise His Promises, the Rex comes back to Providence flashback episode, he gives Rex a twin blade to the one given to him by White in said flashback, which is probably the most overt form of affection he shows Rex. To finish off this season, on more than one occasion, he helps Rex with his situationship thingy he has going on with rival Evo Circe, offering advice in episodes like Beyond the Sea and Leader of the Pack, also accompanying Rex, along with Holiday, to help Circe in the episode What Lies Beneath. When discovering Rex is about to sneak over to help her, 6 and Holiday tag along on his unauthorized mission, showing their support for him through sarcastic teasing.
Maybe you should call your girlfriend.
Already on it. And she's not my girlfriend?
Something I enjoy as a whole for Agent 6 is the time the show is set in. By virtue of it being made for teenage boys, we follow Rex and friends 5 or so years after 6 found Rex. I think it's fascinating how we see 6 in more of this middle stage. He's not the same guy who will do whatever for some money, but those traits and habits he picked up from 1 bleed into his new life as a caretaker for the world's last hope. If 6 was the main character, or if this was more of a kid's show, it would probably cover the earlier stages of Rex at Providence. That would hammer home how foreign this lifestyle is to 6, not to mention the animosity between him and White would be tenfold. They just had a huge life-altering argument that ended with White being his boss and resenting 6 for trusting a machine over him. But that's just me rambling about what could have been. I like what we got a lot, and White's still an asshole, so...
Listen carefully, Special Agent Rex. Soldiers are replaceable. Even they know that.
In the show itself, the once partners in vigilantism turn philosophical opposites, White and 6 never really have any meaningful interactions. Except for one notable exception, but if you know, then you probably also know it's gonna get its own segment, so wait, hold on.
Don't get your shorts in a twist.
Most of the time, it's White either giving Six a mission briefing or complaining about something Rex did and telling Six to handle it. Once we get context from the flashback and promises, some of Six's decisions regarding White's leadership makes way more sense. Oftentimes, Six will ignore direct orders for what seems right to him in the moment. Granted, it usually works out, but his blatant disregard of White Knight's authority feels very personal after those flashbacks.
I could probably buy you a few more days here.
Choosing to stick up for Rex, lie for Rex, or take the blame for Rex's mistakes is his way of fighting back against White. He's someone who doesn't respect Rex nor the world that Six, Rex, and Holiday want to achieve. Speaking of Holiday,
Dr. Holiday, where's my update?
his relationship with Dr. Holiday is a little more predictable, but that doesn't mean it's not entertaining. Oh no. At first, she only saw him as some hired gun with no feelings, but after he showed interest in her cause, she was able to see the man past the hard exterior. In present day, they have a close working relationship, but it's clear there's more than that. At least on Holiday's side. You can see she has feelings for him, but unfortunately for her, she fell in love with the most emotionally reserved man in the universe. He can barely understand how to make a teenager happy, and all they need is a P5. No way he's reading her super smooth, subtle advances.
I totally do not get women.
I still don't have a clue.
And to keep it a bean, he's so locked in on Rex and shit, I think the few moments he does pick up on them, Six chooses to ignore it. None of that is to say he doesn't care for Dr. Holiday. Quite the contrary, actually.
On the contrary.
Though not entirely there emotionally, Six is the biggest believer in Holiday we see. From the moment they met, he's been nothing but supportive of her vision for helping the Evo crisis. Holiday's sister is the best example of this. Her sister is an incurable Evo locked away at Providence until she could find a cure for her. On multiple occasions, he sticks his neck out for Holiday to be able to treat her sister without White's moral failings getting in the way. Like in the episode I made a video on before, when White ordered her sister killed because it broke out, Six stuck up for White when he questioned why she was still alive.
Why is that thing still alive?
Because that was the deal.
So like, go watch it. But the best instance of this is in season 2's A Family Holiday. This one probably has his best and definitely most outward display of emotion from Six. In it, Rex and Six aid Holiday as she tries one last time to cure her sister.
But I like your sister even less. Go for your cure, Holiday, but if it doesn't work, don't bring her back.
Her efforts lead to her getting scammed by Dr. Moses, a doctor claiming to have tech to cure incurable Evos, but in reality, he's capturing them and selling them as bioweapons. At first, Six doesn't want to get involved emotionally, instead showing his concern by doing everything in his power to make sure she's safe and happy, like getting a lead on Moses' whereabouts from one of his mercenary buddies.
She's a lot more beautiful than you let on, Six. Try not to screw it up this time.
I know you heard that, bro. Stop trying to act cool.
Never, ever.
Along with that, Six straight up doesn't listen to White when ordered to abandon their mission because he's an unfeeling asshole. Using the power of semantics, they take one of the smaller shifts to save Holiday's sister.
I said the keep is returning to base. I didn't say we'd be on the keep.
Fast forwarding a little, they stop his auction, run him out of town, and Holiday might be able to cure her sister, but she's not locked in. So now, when no amount of physical action can help her, Six must do the impossible. Take his glasses off and talk like a human.
You never give up.
He opened his heart to her, showing his unwavering belief in her ability to save her sister. Nigga called her Rebecca, this is serious business. While setting up the D-Evo process, Six takes his final selfless action of the episode.
Your Magna Blades.
He uses them for polarity or some shit, I'm not gonna act like I know, and successfully helps Holiday, but seemingly at a cost.
Don't you do this to me.
Nah, I'm just playing.
I hope you get T-boned by a car and it's not fatal, but you lose all your limbs. No, I'm just playing.
Holiday wasn't though, and if her sister wasn't there,
they start fucking, it was gross.
Girl, keep it cute. Fast forwarding a little more, her sister's back, and now Rex is over his crush. Let's go.
Score!
With all these emotions in the air, Six finally comes to his senses and asks Holiday out.
We could go get some dinner.
I didn't say he was good at it, only that he did it. It was always obvious that Holiday wanted more than a working relationship with Six, but in his own words,
I prefer to keep it professional. Keeps people from getting hurt.
I think after all these adventures together and a tiny bit of Rex's influence, Six sees Holiday as worth the risk of trying. Holiday got her sister back, and dude finally asked her out on the date. I know she lit. I'm lit.
Old friends.
We got your back, Rex.
New abilities. Unexpected allies. And meaner Evos. There's never a dull moment saving the world. Generator X, all new episodes, only on Cartoon Network.
Sticking with season 2, this is when we get the most Agent 6 development. Outside of that last one where he's more of a supporting character, Agent 6 has two episodes focused entirely on him. So let's jump right in.
Jump in, jump in!
In episode Divide by 6, we get the Agent 6 origin story. I already gave you that whole rundown in the beginning, so I'm gonna briefly talk about the characters.
Dude, am I a side character? Do you ever think about stuff like that?
IV is whatever. I like his design and the mummy raps are cool. His fighting style is alright, it's whatever. His name is IV, it's a Roman 4, that's kinda clever. But he doesn't do anything here but have one less finger and is never seen again, so...
The frightening truth next on 6 Ad World.
The same can be said for Dose. He has all his fingers, but you know what I mean. Except he's a little more significant inherently by being the second most dangerous. At the end of the episode, 6 explains why he's not the most dangerous even though he's a better fighter than all of them.
We're ranked by who's the most dangerous.
Insinuating it takes a certain type of ruthlessness to climb the rankings. Bringing this back to Dose, when he was attacking Rex, he reclaims no mercy. From just those couple of lines, we can infer how he became number 2, and more importantly, how much number 6 has changed since chasing after that number 1 spot. We can only imagine what Dose has done to become number 2, and he's probably going to be number 1 now since, you know. Trey is a large, stupid white man with a Cajun accent. He's kind of funny there, I admit it.
Bad English cooker, she make me eat, yeah.
Shut it, you deep-fried chum bucket.
5 by far is the most interesting of the bunch. That's not saying a lot, but whatever. She's very witty, very British, and it's all but explicitly said that her and 6 used to have a little thing going on, so that's cool too. As for 1, we never see or hear from him outside of his evil form, but we know the impact he left on the 6. They put aside their differences to help a man they admire so much. Agent 6 specifically wants to take care of that man and will give anything to help him. Rex was brought in to cure him, but unfortunately he's incurable. While not the same thing as being there, 1 was able to communicate through Rex's nanites to give a heartfelt message to 6.
How proud you've made me.
He then turns to goop and fertilizes the land.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. The episode that changed Agent 6 forever. The season 2 penultimate episode, 6 - 6. It opens with Rex's older brother Caesar using a machine on him to get his memories back. When it starts to go horribly wrong, 6 does his little sword magnetism move and ends up taking the damage instead of Rex. This results in him forgetting the past 6 years of his life. Zap. Just like that, all that growth and emotional depth I just talked about for 5.5 pages, gone, means nothing.
Gone.
Expectingly, he's a little confused. They explain it all, but he's not buying it, and can you blame him? 6 is now that lean, green, killing machine who didn't care about anything that's not his mission, except the ladies apparently.
I'll make an exception for her.
Now he's expected to believe he dropped all of that to work with a kid to save the world? That's not very badass mercenary of you, twin. Not until White appears and explains everything again does he accept it and stay with them, for now. By far, the best thing about this episode is seeing the difference in how 6 operates. This is 6 before nanites flipped his world upside down, before his master turned into an Evo which led him to join Providence, thus meeting Rex and Holiday. Now he's aggressive, short-tempered, and easily annoyed by silly things like regulations, protocols, and showing mercy. Yeah, not exactly the secret softy we're used to, which is painstakingly clear in his first mission post-brainwipe. Not only seeing how much 6 has changed over the years, but how much he's impacted Rex since knowing him. For the first time ever, Rex is the straight man as 6 is running around fucking up the mission.
I can't believe I'm telling you this.
I can't believe I'm letting you.
Rex is trying to get him to understand the way they handle evos, but he's not listening for shit. What was supposed to be a simple contain and capture turns into a multi-block wreckage because he can't fathom the idea of not killing the thing. And when he said,
the cost of doing business to get the job done, you know that.
He meant it. Nigga treating this shit like it's GTA, seriously. You know he felt like hot shit driving through that restaurant like that. He's not slick. Okay, he is, but I'm on to him. When it comes to Holiday and 6 this episode, it's just him flirting the whole time, but even that reveals a little something on how the nanite event changed his personality. This is a year, give or take, before his master turns into a monster, and this is how he acts after first meeting Holiday.
I'd remember you.
But in the flashback we saw, when he actually did first meet Holiday, he's nothing like this. I'm sure he thought she was fine or whatever, but he was purely about finding a way to cure evos. He only started talking to her because her thought process behind research would lead to a cure unlike their old system. Did it help that she's easy on the eyes? Of course it did, but he never got close to this.
I see you and me, Tahiti, under a palm tree.
Even if she initiated, he wanted to keep it professional.
Lame.
What I'm saying is, even in that short period of time post-nanite event but pre-meeting Rex, it's obvious he was going through some major changes in his newly nanite riddled world. Everyone is rightfully concerned for Six, even White, which shouldn't come to that much of a surprise, but he doesn't seem to like anybody. So while he has Caesar working on a way to fix Six, White wants Rex to keep an eye on him, claiming
6 minus 6 years is a rogue assassin.
He said it! He said it!
which proved to be needed once Six accepted a contract from his old employer.
Target Jagistan.
Jagistan? Nah, I'm not even gonna do that today, bro. No comment. Once there, Six sees Five and Trey, who obviously don't know he's old Six again and questions why he's here. Six claims to be back in the game, but if that's true, why is Rex right over there?
You got me.
Fast forwarding through a couple of fights, Six has Rex on the ropes, well under the sword, but you understand. In one final effort to get through to Six, Rex uses Talk No Jutsu so Six can understand the impact he made on everybody at Providence, and it works.
You believe in me that much, kid?
Maybe a little too much. This little nigga tripping. Instead of ferociously killing Rex and going on to becoming the most dangerous man in the world, Six goes back to Providence with the mission of becoming the man they used to admire. And they don't Gravity Falls us by having him gain his memory back in the same episode. The machine Caesar make doesn't work.
Oops.
So he kinda just thugs it out as everybody helps him become his old self again. Now we get to see the details of how this weird version of Six operates and evolves. Well, kinda.
Not entirely.
In the season 2 finale, Lions and Lambs, without spoiling too much because I'm going to talk about that on a later date, there's a 6-month time skip. Meaning, yeah, we see him become accustomed to his environment and not understand what's going on in the finale.
The name's Six.
We've met.
Don't remember.
Nah, you ain't, buddy.
But all of the real progression happens off screen, I feel. And season 3 is so fast paced, we never sit with Six long enough for me to want to spoil a potential season 3 video. He has some moments, of course, where his lack of knowledge comes into play, but overall, he's Six again. So they didn't Gravity Falls us, but they also did? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Agent Six's story is one of change. Someone who never cared about anything, and almost nobody learns to care for other people in a way he never knew he even wanted to. Twice. Through Holiday and Rex, he learns love. He learns compassion. He learns to live. Oh my gosh, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Comment down below what was your favorite part of the video. Count, if you're really crazy, count how many times I said the word Six in this video. And if you get it right, I'll send you a jar of jelly beans or some shit, I don't know. I told you to like, I told you to subscribe. Go watch all my other videos. I made a Kim Possible video. You all like Kim Possible. I know for a fact you all like Kim Possible, so go watch the video. Go watch all the rest of the videos. Watch out for more videos. Next one's gonna be about Duckman. I gotta come back because I forgot to say it at the end, but world out to the moon. Let's go. Okay, now bye.